Greetings. Okay, so I have a message I wanted to share with y'all, and I only share when I'm led to. Thank goodness I have my headphone or my microphone piece on, because soon as I started recording, the AC turned on, and I gotta kind of make this quick because my baby, she gotta get ready for school. I gotta get her up in a minute. But yeah, so I kept hearing hope deferred makes the heart sick. If you guys are familiar with biblical scriptures, you probably know that scripture, or you've heard that phrase before. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. I keep hearing that. It's Proverbs 13 and 12 actually, specifically. So I Googled it because I'm like, okay, because I keep hearing it. I don't know the scripture verbatim, so I had to Google it. And when I did, I looked at the top. And you guys know how like Google, they'll have like certain themes, like the Google logo will have like a certain theme, and it could represent something like a historical day or a historical figure or something they have going on right that day. um and I noticed the picture was two people embracing each other. Okay, so I was led to click on it, and when I clicked on it, it took me to the story behind it. So I guess Google did this contest called Doodle for Google, and the winner was a young girl, a teenager from Florida that entered the contest, and she won. Her doodle symbolizes caring for yourself, so she's hugging herself. So I just wanted to share this because I thought it was so beautiful. For some of you guys, your hope deferred. Some of you guys may be feeling hopeless right now when it comes to a lot of things. You might be feeling a sense of despair, in a sense, maybe not so much. So the word deferred actually means to put something off at a later time or to postpone. So it's kind of like the things that your heart has been, it could be some of the things that maybe we ask for may not be divinely for us, and we feel like this jaded sense of it's kind of like we feel jaded, or we blame spirit, we blame the divine, we may blame others, or we might demonize the situation rather than looking at it like, okay, it's not for me. I'm going to put my heart and focus and intent towards things that are divinely meant for me. But for some of you, there are things that are meant for you that you feel like, because you're not seeing the manifestation of it, or it's not happening in the way that you want to, or you may not have understanding of where you're at within the process, is causing you to feel this sense of like, or I'll just stop hoping for it. I'm not going to put my energy into it, or until I see this, or until I see that. So you've put your hope in a place of a postponement. You've put it somewhere else, and Spirit saying it's making your heart sick because you're lying to yourself, right? We lie to ourselves when we say, oh, I'm not going to focus on this dream anymore if I'm not getting any callbacks, or I'm not getting any type of let's say, I don't know, it could be anything. I'm not getting any callbacks for this job, or no one seems to be buying my art pieces, or whatever the case may be. So I'm not going to put my hope into that anymore. It's making your heart sick because you're lying to yourself. You're denying a part of yourself that does say, yeah, this is what I want, this is where I want to be, or this is what I believe in. When you do that to yourself, I'm gonna read the scripture back into its full contents again, so we can see what it means. It's always a distraction while I'm doing something. What did I do with it? I think it was just, oh, here it is. Okay, so some of you guys, if I don't know if I'm gonna put it up on the screen so you can see it. But yeah, the scripture itself, it says, hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. So the longing, again, I have to be careful with the contents of this, because again, I don't want people to put your hope in your faith in things that are not promised to you, that Spirit never said this is going to happen, or this is for you, or you just attach yourself to something that's not in alignment. But for the things that are divinely aligned with you, something that pursues you, spiritually pursues you, you know that it's for you. The word longing means to have a strong wish or desire. So when you have that strong desire or wish, that zeal for something that you're called to, that is a part of your purpose, that is a part of your path, you'll have this sense of fulfillment. It lights you up, and you'll start to see how things start to, align. But you got to trust the process. It's not always going to be a pretty process. And even when you are going through those moments where you want to postpone your desires or your goals or put them away, you'll still have those reminders to keep going, even in the midst of that. So it's really a faith walk that you're on. So I just want to leave that there with you. Yeah, and to shout out to the young lady, Sophie, that created that picture. And I'll put a little bit of the article too, because I read some of it and why she created that picture. And, just love up on yourself. You need to have compassion for where you're at. And sometimes even doing that helps you to allow other people to give and to love you and to support you at this time. So be blessed, be safe.